Hello everyone, welcome back to Inline Test Skills. My name is Emmanuel and my job is to help you simplify programming so that you can start building your dream project as soon as possible. In today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about Python module. And what is Python module? Python module is just another Python file that you're calling into a separate file. It's just a way to do separation of concern so that you don't have all your Python file moduled up in one single file, or your Python code rather. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I already prepared two files that are going to be housing our code. Let me get rid of these ones, just so you know I just started from scratch. Alright, so I already created three functions here. And if you want more tutorials about Python function, I already created a tutorial and I've listed it in the card about Python function. You can check that out. Alright, so simply, I'm creating three functions here. They are really basic functions. Alright, so the first one is taking two parameters and it's returning the addition of the two values. And of course, the name of the function is add. The second one is subtract. It takes two parameters and subtracts the two values, return the subtracted value. And then the mods, they multiply A and B. Alright, so in the second module, the module 2, I'm going to actually be calling the module 1. So the step one, the first way of using the module is to import it directly. You can say import module 1, just like this. Now what this means now is that you now have access to module1.add as a function. You can pass to from a 4, and of course you need to print that, right? So I can just print like this and wrap it to the bracket like that. And then my console, what file am I running? I'm running Python module 2.py. Alright, so you can see the result is 7. That is 3 plus 4 is 7. And that's exactly what just happened. Alright, another way to refactor this code is I can actually fold is result 1. I set a question mode here and just copy this way dot kite. So it has this function add better than 4. I can duplicate this and then change this to, and then change this to subtract. I want this first value to be bigger, just so you see the difference. And the third one, I'm going to name the result 3, and I'm going to change this to mod, just like that. So if we run this code now, let me just print everything out. Alright, we're going to just put this guy, with this guy, with this guy. One, and the 3. So doing this, I'm going to be able to run and see the results. So you can see the addition is 7, subtraction is 2, and the multiplication is 24. So you can see this is really easy, right? So now let's explore another way of, playing the same thing. So let's say I don't want to import this way. I can also import in a different way. So let's say I want to import it as, I want to call each of the parameters inside the function itself. I mean inside the module itself, rather. So what I can do here is I can say import module 1 like this, or no, I can say from module 1 import add. So more, just like that. So since all of these functions are in module, so I can really use them. So I can press 1, start for result. I can say add, then I had two number, just like that. And duplicate this as well. We'll get to, and then change it to sub, and probably change the value here too. And I can duplicate this guy and also have three like that. I can multiply these two values like this as well. So once I'm done with all of this, I can print them out just to see if it actually works or not. Right? Right? What I need to do, I'm going to print, and in my print, I'm going to include each of those variables. And if you check the console now, let me clear the console. You can still have those values. So, oh, I forgot to change this to mult. Mult. Right, so if I run this code now, it's going to give us a different value. So you can see the addition of 3 and 4 is 7. Subtraction of 7 and 4 is 3. And the multiplication of 7 and 4 is 28. So that makes our life a lot simpler. Alright, there's another way to actually, and that's the final way, to import. Alright, so let's say I don't want to use this application as well. I can actually rename the functions that we have in our input. So what I'm going to do in this case is to pull from what we want, import add, right? Import add as AD, so as SB, and nails as email, just like that. So if I want to code them, I can see, let me just copy these three, so I don't have to type the entire thing. So in here, I'm going to uncomment these guys. And in this case now, I'm not using add because they are no longer relevant. It is the add that I'm going to use, like I'm replacing add with AD, solve with file, solve with SB. So just like that, just to show you how powerful this is. And then mult with ML. And if you look at this now, if I print out the three of them just like that, we see we have the same result as before. So you can see, because we are, of course, we are maintaining this thing, but you can see this part of the code is already commented out, and this is actually what is working. All right, so that's basically how to, work with modules. Now, there are built-in modules and there are custom modules. Now, this is just one of these implementations are custom modules that I've just demonstrated. So you could even, utilize math module. You can say import math. Okay. Now, import math. So math is a built-in module. You say this module provides access to mathematical function by the C command. Math is not, now. So now let's say I want to actually utilize this. I can say print math.sqrt, because sqrt is also a module in math. It's also a function within math module. So I can say sqrt is square root of what? Let's say 16. All right, so let's see if that is correct. I can see it gave us 4.0. So that's telling you that this is actually working. And there are different ways I can also import this to. I can say, so math import sqrt. So that means now I don't need to use the math dots anymore. I can just use sqrt just like that. And we get the same result. So it just depends on the way, you know, you import it. I can as well modify the code and say from math, import SQRT as ST, just like this. All right. So that means SQRT is no longer valid as the function within math is now ST. If I run the code now also, I'm going to get the exact same results. So you can see how interesting this is. So let me do a quick recap just so you get an idea of the module. So a module in Python is just a separate file that is serving you, and then you only have access to it by importing. So you need to import it to the present file, and there are a couple of ways you can import. The first way I demonstrated here is to import the module directly. That means you have to state the name of the module and then put a period and call the function. So that means you need to know the function inside the module for you to be able to use a module. The same way for the second part, you can actually specify what function you want to call. So I don't even need to specify the three of these functions in this case. I might just decide to, specify two of them or any number of them that I want. So just like that. So that's that about modules. If you have more questions, please ask questions in the chat. And if this tutorial has helped you to learn, please subscribe to the channel, like my videos, and share so that more people can benefit from this content. Thank you.